What's happening, ladies and gents? Slaymate here. Just gonna be bringing you a little tutorial slash review on the early access alpha that is Stranded Deep. My sister wanted to take a look at it, but too afraid to actually play it for fear of the deep waters and sharks. So I'll be talking to her while kind of discussing the aspects that are currently in and some that are not, and maybe some planned for what make up this game. So here we go. So, make the pilot some drinks, you know? Gotta light it on fire, you know? Yeah. Oh, I drank your guys' drink. Sorry about that. So all the crafting is not in a menu. You have to have it in a pile as to the things that you can use. You'll see. No, you can. It's just the crafting isn't done in your inventory. Carry all the stuff you want in your bags. You just don't craft it in your bags. You put it on the ground, or put it next to whatever you're gonna build. I'll put you on the ground, and then under the ground. Oh, we're drowning, boys. Oh, my pilots are dead. Nothing can kill you in the tutorial. Or can it? So, at the start of every game, it randomizes you some set of islands. Never know what you're going to get. You always start out with the base items of a lighter, a pocket knife, a bottle of water, and the paddle, and your raft. I've had a couple of really terrible starter islands, and I've had a couple of just insanely good islands, where... So like this one got randomized with at least one wreck over there. And then there may be something on the island, like some little wrecks. Like here's a kind of a little wreck, but not guaranteed to have anything inside of it. Oh, and I think I'm stuck on some... So on one of my things, I literally found an island that had nothing. Like nothing special other than... I'm putting that up here. And so hear that music change? That's because there was a shark. Yeah, which, really, we should probably go check out the boat first. And maybe we get some good stuff.
There's a shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're in a marshmallow.
Yeah, but I got a sweet dinghy.
No, it's marshmallow.
They don't like yellow things because you know they bite it and it pops and they choke on it because you know sharks are like little kids in that way. Pretty sure that's how it works. Oh hey, look at that! There's a case right there. Got some duct tape. I don't know what that is. Hey, shark, get away from me! You little scumbag! I just won the game because I got duct tape. Eh. Nah, I think it was just sunlight, the way it was shining. Ah my god! Okay. I hope my life raft won't float away. Let's see if we can but alright, so we got a fuel tank, a bucket, that's pretty good. Binoculars. Never had binoculars before. An engine. I've never had an engine either. That fish is trying to get on me.
Yeah, you know what else tried to get on you?
I was trying to check it over the side. Ah, there's two sharks. Oh no! Help me. I kind of don't know how to make the boat engines, or even if that stuff's in it yet, because it's Still super early access. Hey, sharks, come on! You're killing me. Look at how good I am. Just shit. I'll get over the edge. Just don't tell. Oh god, it tipped. That's bad, boys. No! Let me in my dinghy boat now. This dinghy boat is dead to me. I'm swimming for sure. I'm gonna get bitten. Don't bite me. Don't bite me, shark. It's still there. Get away. Get stuck. Yeah. I guess we'll be here for an hour and a half as we poke the stick with a pocket knife. Eat it. Oh, he juked us.
What a jerk!
Well, I think he's dead to us now. So, for the moment, I'm gonna dump all this stuff. You know. I will never forget that dinghy. We got this. We're good. We're good at games. Yeah, he's not that good. Haha! I'm on a boat. Alright. Now this boat may have like an underneath too, but hey. God damn it. Oh, so good. Yeah, boys. The greatest. We're the greatest. So there might be like a cargo hold. Oh, we'll go back to that boat for sure. Those sharks didn't seem to care the second time around. I showed them who's boss. Hey, come on. I like to pull my dinghy. You know what I'm saying? I like to pull on my dinghy. Because it can float away. This is a potato plant, but you can check your check what time it is. Your health, food, water, some other stuff if it's not implemented yet. Crabs, you know. Got spawn trees. We got some coconuts. You can climb the trees to get the coconuts, you know. But exactly like a monkey. But they also all fall off when you cut down the tree. Rocks are probably the hardest thing to come by in this game. Yeah, because you can't really break up these rocks that are around. You have to find these singles, and as you know, finding singles is tough. So these barrels look like they got nothing. I found a stick on the ground. Just a single stick, but so far, oop, 2 rocks. Greatest. We're doing the best. Another stick. Oh my god, this is maybe the most rocks I found on one island. And it's not enough. Crabs, yeah, I think I saw one too, but crabs often, I mistake them for rocks. These things, whoops, are what you use for lashings, like for binding stuff together. Is that the only one? They come back, like they will have loot on them again. They always give 2, and then when they come back, they give like 2 more. But they would glow orange if they had anything on them available. Hi-oh! This is definitely the most rocks I've ever seen. People be jelly on the internets when they watch this, because I scored on the rock department. Oh, another stick. Never know. I don't know what the timer is for them to come back. It is food. You know, it's potatoes. Is that another rock? Jesus! I feel like I am just... yeah, that is ridiculous. So, I thought it was a crab. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the most rocks I've ever seen. I will get comments being like, you cheated somehow. Okay, so my bags, you can only carry stacks of 4. Gee, 8 rocks, that's ridiculous. Put everything in a pile. So see now how my little dot in the middle is just a basic dot, and then like it's pick up stuff. But when you go over this, it's got a little menu. So if you hold down, it shows you the stuff you can make that is here. So there are some kind of cheaties. No, I've not been able to figure out how to get rocks other than finding them singles. The hammer is used to build actual structures. The axe is used, as you would imagine, to chop stuff. Campfire, cooking, and we do have a bucket, so we can make our own water by boiling water. So here's the little, currently I'm sure it will get changed, but there is a slight cheat where you, oh my god. Oh yeah, you can also just like single carry things in the air. So it takes twice as long, but you can break 1 rock to get 2 shards, which you need for like making a spear. You know, you want a sharp rock for things, but you can also just use the base shard as a axe that has 0 durability. It takes twice as long to do anything with it, but you can cut down a tree with a rock shard and it never loses durability. So yes, you can make the axe and it will go faster, but if you were really trying to save on resources at the moment, how did I miss? What? I'm gonna unload. This is the most like gatherable resources I have ever found on the place. I haven't really found much out here. Like, this is still part of our island, so I have no idea. I have no idea what those are. But I haven't like found rocks and stuff out here. But I feel like there should be. There's only a handful of fish and things in the game at the moment. You know, crabs are crabs. You can cook them. Yeah, you can. You just gotta cook them. And, you know, so there's islands. They're pretty long days. It's you know, 15 o'clock. So we can like use our knife and stuff to chop down. We'll break 1 rock. Oops. Yep. We gotta separate it from the pile. It's a little weird. No, it's still connected. As long as I don't hold down. Okay, so rock shards. I only need 1 though. So yeah, this is like a never-ending tool, but I'm sure that will get patched. And we'll start with this. Normal chops take around like 10, kind of what you'd expect from most things, but yeah, it's closer to 20 with the rock shard. And then we got coconuts rain down on top of our heads. Ah! Not that way! Actually, all the coconuts fell right here. Did I get them all? I guess. And I'm also superhuman, so I can just pick up the trunk, carry the whole thing. And if I like stand on it, sometimes I can use them as ladders to just start climbing space, which is really strange. But again, I'm sure that'll all get fixed. So I normally drop them, you know, right onto my stack, so that I can just start chopping, and then they'll eventually break up into the twigs or the sticks. but again, it takes a million years. So all this gets cut and edited from when I start to when I finish, because nobody wants to watch this for an hour and a half, you know? Unless they do. So then it broke, and then it's the same amount of chops to get it to break up into the sticks. So it's a lot. But every section, including the top is for roofs and walls and stuff like that. So like these things are probably, yeah, they're back, which that takes way too short of a time for them to come back. They need it to be way longer, because otherwise you can kind of get endless lashings. Well, I mean, the current early access is kind of the easy mode. It's probably drowning and getting eaten by sharks are the only things that can kill you. At least that's been my experience. But so I make a little pile somewhere else of my food. You know?
So how do you do those? Get the rock.
So currently I'm a teeny bit thirsty, and I'm double to 2 points of hunger. So I get out my trusty endless tool and start hacking away at the coconut until it loses its shell, or its husk, and then it's just regular. Then if I hit it again, it turns into drinkable. Take it. I normally do 2 at a time because I'm cool like that. Okay. They have one-time drinks. You throw them on the ground. One-time drink. Throw it on the ground. So then you hack away the drinkable coconut till it splits. Coconut halves. Got dark real quick. Nothing. Our islands are kind of safe place at the moment. There's not. There is a heat type of thing, I believe, but it's not in the game yet. So the nighttime really doesn't have a. There's even you can make beds and go to sleep, but there's not exactly a point at the moment. Pop my. You get 3 potatoes. You can eat them singles. They don't. I haven't been able to cook them. You know. So it seems like 1 whole coconut equals 1 whole food. So now I'm back up to everything. So we do need a hammer to make anything. So then it changes to crafting. I like to make a foundation. Foundation can be either the start of your building, or if you take it over to the water, it is a raft. But I currently do have a raft. Also, I'm not a fan of these whatchamadoodles. So then you got to pick like, okay, where do I want to put a house? Do I want to put it in the woods? Put it next to this tree for a little bit of teeny shelter. Do you want to have it low, like, or do you want to have it up on stilts? Then you got to build a ladder to get up into it. I'm guessing if there's like animals and stuff eventually, or you know, water comes in or something like that, like tides, or I don't know, something you'd want to. It's not in here yet, but I'm sure there is reasons to why you would want to put it up higher other than looks. It just takes a lot of more resources to make a ladder. So I'm just gonna make a little one for now. I'm just gonna put it right here. The reason why I put it so close is because it also requires you to be near your building. To get worked on. Really? Too far away? So yeah, I normally use the night to just sit here and chop up tons of stuff. My trusty rock shard of doom. So yeah, there's not a penalty exactly for night times or being up or any of that stuff, so it's just free time at the moment. I'm sure there will be some reason. Don't starve. Except I would normally want a fire and don't starve, but this is still bright enough. And there aren't animals or combat or anything in the game yet. Not sure if they will be. They've said that the islands are kind of like safe zones. You can't build bigger than a single raft size, but I'd love to be able to make, you know, that's my biggest problem with the single raft. Not my inflatable, but the wooden ones, is they're so small, and I feel like I fall off of them way easily. You don't get stuck in the sides like with the inflatable. Yeah, I'd like to be able to, eventually I'd love to build, like, I know they probably wouldn't do that, but a house on the water in order to just, you know, boat your house to different islands for more resources or for exploring purposes. Because I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's by design, but when you get out like halfway between islands, I feel like it changes your direction so that you can't actually make straight lines places. Like you need a compass so that you can actually find the real direction. I haven't really been able to test that, but I feel like I've gone in a straight line to an island I can see, grabbed some stuff, got right on the raft that I left facing the direction of the island that I came from, and went right back across to it, and it was a different island. I'm not sure if that just like reset due to it being early access, or if it's by design that you need a way to really find your way back. So like once you get to open ocean between islands, it just kind of randomizes your direction a little bit, which is weird, but it could be a thing. Yeah, so now we can build a roof. I don't have any more fronds, so in order to, I can make steps, but I don't need them because it's really small. I can jump up there. We need the fronds, like 2 fronds for a wall, as well as some lashings and stuff. So we got a fuel tank, duct tape. There's an engine part out there. I think you need like a total of 4 engine parts, and then you can duct tape them with like fuel tank and stuff and make like a boat engine. So I'm guessing that you could actually like motorboat to different islands. And I do like to motorboat. It's real good. I have 1 shard left from the rock, so I'll make a spear just to make a spear. You know, just stab that moon. This shark doesn't really care when I poke him with a spear. Like, it's mainly for getting crabs and stuff. Like, I'll show you. We go night crabbing. You got this big. You got little crabs. I guess they give you less fuel, but the crabs you just stab them like you do, and then when you click again, take it off. It's same for fish. Puts it in my backpack. Yeah, everything stacks to 4, for the most part. But yeah, to keep building and stuff, I would need to chop down trees, and I really only have. I mean, I got a pretty good amount. That's the thing is, with the coconuts that are going to be on these other ones, I can probably survive on coconuts forever, really. But for the sakes of making it, because we have the rocks, I'll make a. Oh, I don't need this. I need just regular campfire. So put it. We'll need more sticks to really do what I want. Yeah. I know that it takes. So you got your basic one, I could light it on fire and it would just burn down and be done. Fire. Okay, so there's one with the rocks. And I need more sticks for the good one. So we'll just get started on that. I have never been able to make a fire pit on the first island till this place because of needing 6 rocks. So now we got sunrise. Looks real good.
Wow.
I like you can see the tree. In certain ones you can see it like separating where it's gonna fall. This one seems to be under the sand a little bit. Oh god, I'm riding my melon. No. One over here. Another one. Jeez. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like just the coconuts. There's too many on an island to start at the moment if it was really trying to be tough. Because, you know, I'm Superman and I carry both a whole tree and a bunch of coconuts. Alright, we'll start refilling our huge pile here. I'll be doing, you know, getting hungry again. Do the old double coconut trick. I was kind of hoping I could bake the potatoes and they'd be a little better. But, you can cook everything else. It's actually super accurate that you only get 1 drink's worth out of a coconut. Anybody who's actually opened a coconut, you're like, wow, that's it? Sure. Give me that meat! Give me that coconut meat! Eat 2 whole coconuts because I'm a pig. I just need 1. I might need 2 sections, but yeah, I would be like grease lightning out of my bowels. So much coconut milk. But crabs that live entirely on coconuts are the greatest. They are like the most buttery delicious crabs. So here's the issue though, is I kind of don't need food or water at the moment because the coconut milk counts as giving me my liquids back. So if I make the fire, it starts using fire. So then I have to use a handful of sticks. The thing that I'll do is just a regular thing. Oh, I need more sticks. Well, shoot. I'll just use my knife so it's slightly faster. I see another potato plant. Okay. I think I need the hammer for it. Yeah. Nope, that's not right. Maybe it needs lashings. Probably does. That makes sense. Let's put 2. 2 seems about right. Fire spit. There we go. Okay. So now it's got this little. This took me a bit to figure out. It's got this little rope hanging down. So you can either attach the bucket when you have like full seawater, or you can hold a crab where normally left clicking would eat it and you'd get poisoned because it's, you know, it's not cooked. But you can set it there and when there's a fire going it'll just cook. And it sizzles and crackles, and then when the ding timer's done, then you know it's good to go. And then after you use like a full night's burn, it'll burn out the wood in the middle and you have to build another little fire and bring it over and set it in the camp. But the supports and the rocks will stay forever. But getting those rocks to get that little base thing normally would take going to other islands for resources, but we kind of stupid lucked out. Whoops. Nope. I was putting everything in my that musical note means something. Oh, it means rain. So there is a I might be able to. I don't really know where to put it to get water, or if that's implemented yet. I did see something about that, but like I said, you can put the bucket and it will cook seawater to make the real usable water to drink. But catch some rainwater. But yeah, they're Their point of the weather system at the moment is not put in. So currently water is just water. But it's a nice little. Hey, look at that! You can just reach up and grab some more coconuts. So yeah, this is like already a week's worth of food, probably. I have not seen them go bad. They're different colors, but they don't. I have not seen that they go bad. It would make sense that eventually they would. But, I've never had binoculars either. You know. Oh wow, it's got a really small amount of zoom in. Is that the shark? Is that him? I don't know. But yeah, I was keeping stuff in my raft, but then when I came back in one time, the raft disappeared and like fallen through the world. And yeah, so then all my stuff was on the ground. More potato plants. And I've seen that stuff kind of respawns really after a really long time. I want to say after you leave the island, you might get a stick or two to come back. Obviously these things come back way too quickly for lashings. I've never seen rocks come back even after I leave the island. That makes sense though that rocks wouldn't just form, but like after a rain, like a good rain like this, I think it should unearth some rocks. Look at that plane up there. If only I had a flare gun. Sadness. It wouldn't see me anyways. I think that is their overall end game goal, which is not implemented, but you survive however many days and get appropriate things in order to, I'm guessing, flag down something. I know that there can be like tanker ships or like we just saw Plane Goodbye or something like that, but you can get rescued, I think is their overall goal. But like this rock or there's some other like weird looking rocks. They're kind of like weird shape. Big like this thing, but bigger. I think you should be able to like use a hammer or use something to break down to get some rocks. Oh. There is lightning. Again, I don't think it exactly has a purpose just yet. That'd be cool if you needed to like make something to get a lightning bolt during a rainstorm to like start your engine or something. Oh, look at that! Let's take fall damage when we try to leave this thing. I have not figured out exactly how to leave a tree without getting brutally injured. Because like climbing down and then you kind of like halfway down I seem to like detach most of the time. This time worked pretty good. We actually climbed to the bottom. Yeah, there's way too many crabs. Like you could just, the problem with the crabs is that you gotta cook them. What? Oh, the stump, yeah. I'm holding shift to sprint. So, kind of got enough food to last us forever without having to cook or boil water. Which, I understand if they want you to just like get a feel for the game. It makes sense. They stock you. We did kind of only get the one chip, which is still more than I've gotten on some islands, but I can build more of my shelter if I want to. But then going to like find wrecks and stuff is kind of the only other thing that there is to do to try to get other resources. Like you can get machetes, or you can get actual sledgehammers that take the place of your crafting hammer and stuff like that. I was hoping like sledgehammer could break down piles of rocks to get more rocks, but I've not found that to be the case. There's all kinds of weird stuff. You can find Wilson, or their version of Wilson in this game, to have a little volleyball buddy. There's a proof of concept. It's pretty good. There are some bugs, like my raft disappears for some reason on the water while I'm mid-go, which is terrible. While I'm in it, going places, it just disappears and I splash in the water and I got nothing around, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. Yeah. Like we actually got in one way super lucky, or drowning. Yeah. Or if you didn't have food and stuff, yeah, you die from starvation. And there are effects, kind of like this war of mine has the sick and wounded, so there are bandages. When you do this, like some arms kind of scratched up and stuff, and they'll be like sunburn, and you could tell you're sunburned. Or if you touch like a piece of coral or some sea anemone, something like that, you can get a bunch of welts and boils and stuff on your arm because you're either like a jellyfish or you're allergic or things like that. So then there are little medication bottles for getting rid of those illnesses. So you could build more, like a bigger section than just a single 1x1. It doesn't want to do that because I have stuff underneath, garbage stuck underneath. So it would let me put it where there isn't garbage underneath, you know. So we'll just put it there. And I do think it's cute that you don't have to do more supports like on each of these corners, because it's the ones for this. It's not got a little double wide trailer, yeah. Then you can put the back walls and stuff, which I ran out of stuff. I like to keep my piles piley. Okay, why you no collect the waters? Come on, so stupid. So this is our next biggest tree. So see how it's separating right here? That's gonna. I like how it does that. And I found like straight up machetes on a ship. Yeah, and it breaks my whole house. Yeah. But I found like, straight up machete, and it, as you would expect, does chopping real well. I've killed a shark. I just not with my little stabby dagger. I did it with the regular crafted axe. I've done it's a source of, like you would expect, like it's shark fin, shark meat, things like that. So you could cook it. I'm guessing it gives you a lot more. What haves you? And there's only like 2 or 3 fish types. I did see a marlin, and it tried to stab me, which was cool. There's little fish for like sardines or angelfish or something like that. Some of them are really dangerous, but there's only a couple types. The spear, I don't think there's a fishing pole just yet. I'm not sure if they plan on doing that. I would love to be on my raft or on something and be able to fish. That would be cool. If my rafts were reliable anyway. The floaty one is the only one that's been, I guess they're all floaty rafts, but my inflatable raft, which I was thinking like it's gonna go bad, start deflating, and I need to duct tape it or something, but that hasn't been the case. It has just straight up disappeared multiple times. But it has been the one that has let me go across to different islands.
I just pictured like trying to spear something and accidentally.
Yeah, that'd be terrible if you could puncture it. You might be able to, I don't know. I know if you hit stuff, just swing at it like this, if it's like a crafted structure, it'll just break, but there's no resources you get back out of it, it just disappears. So I broke a bed, and it just, I was thinking that I'd be able to like either pick up the bed or get pieces to rebuild it somewhere else, and it just disappeared. Which is unfortunate. Because I think in the ways that Don't Starve has told me that if you break it down with a hammer, it gives you, which maybe that was the mistake, was that I didn't use a hammer to break stuff down. So the hammer doesn't actually. Yeah, it is also not Don't Starve. Stop relating it to Don't Starve. But I'll light the fire and stuff just so you can see it. in action and the crab getting cooked with the sizzle. I might as well do that now while it's, you know, see here, nice and crispy. I have not done the bucket of water. Seems like it'd be kind of annoying, but the crab takes quite a while to cook. Whoa now. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. I can't put coconuts onto the crab to soak it in. Oh. If I was a realsy, 4 realsies trapped on this island, I would have died to the first shark. You know? How did this one escape? Ah, my urine. My urine probably scared off. Get over here, you sneaky coconut. Well, you know, you can probably do with the coconut. I'm guessing the crab probably gives more. You can't stab things when it's in your backpack. I'm waiting for it to ding fries are done. It does, so that you know it's done. It dings. So now it says cooked crab. Mmm, so good. So let's see. Currently this bucket is empty. It is now a bucket of seawater because I jumped into the water. So now it will cook the water. So if I had drank from my water bottle, then I could refill the water bottle in the soon-to-be clean water, boiled water. Oh wow, that's real quick. Bucket of fresh water. Maybe I can just drink it straight up. So good. Nope. But you know, it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. The other thing that's funny is, like the spear, you saw me like stab a crab. Which I'm looking for the bigger crabs. You just have to hit them with anything and you can pick them up, which is goofy. Yeah, I hit it with my rock shard. Alright, so go to the wall. Yeah. But in order to make like sides, I need to cut down another top of a tree. You know? Nah. So like we could go collect the engine part, but then there's kind of nothing left really to do other than go sail somewhere. Which is unfortunate because, you know, for what it is, like it works real well. Yeah, it's the early access. I just wish there was a little bit more. Then, like, we basically beat the game for what there is. Exploration. Exploration is the game, so, but then there's to what end, because the stuff you're exploring for doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, if you're exploring to get all the parts to an engine, or to get, like, you know, like I found flare guns, I found flares, I found all kinds of different stuff. Right. Yeah, and the way it is, like, I can survive off coconuts for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, delicious. While the fire's going, I'm just gonna, you know, get another crab. They don't separate cooked from not cooked, though, which is strange. So, one of these is my already cooked, I just don't know which one it is. It is the one that I put back on there. So I'll put that one in my house for when I'm ready. Yeah. I'll put some fuel on this fire. That's what it says. It says it's got fuel tank. It doesn't say it has fuel in it. I'm guessing it does, but blow up my camp. Yeah, I think that works. Trying to get me killed. So maybe we'll just grab that other part out there, and and then we'll go sail to another island and see how terrible the island is, and be like, wow, we should turn around, and then come back here, but it's not here anymore, and then our work is gone. Yeah. How can we collect all the engine parts if they disappear every time we leave the island? To carry it in our inventory. To carry it all in our inventory. Crab, get down! Had some weird things where like something I was carrying, like the raft. I was carrying it, like moving it, and it thought that I was using it as a ladder, and I just like laddered up into space. Until I hit some sort of fake something, and then... Hey, thanks. Oh, my good crab's on the ground. Get in there, you. Oh, they actually say cooked crab, but then when they're in your inventory, they don't. Because they just start stacking. It should stack cooked crabs and not cooked crabs. Like if you were going on an adventure, the hammer is worthless. You probably want some water. You could bring like a stack of coconuts though, but there's gonna be coconuts on the other island, so you really don't care. Spear is kind of garbage. Just because. Yep, bucket of fresh water. Flip it over. Stop spilling out now, my water. Yes. No, I spilled it all. No. The way it's easy. See how my fire's like there's barely any logs left? So it'll burn out soon. Maybe even before the crab zone. So we cooked 3 crabs and a bucket of water in the amount of time. Probably could have cooked more, but that's a thing that happened. And then if you wanted to make the base campfire again and just stick it in there somehow. I forget how. Oh, you just take singles. So it takes 4 to fill back up the thing for another burn. Yeah. Hey, what's up, shark? Two sharks? What are you guys doing? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem very good. You guys are mean. Yeah, I don't know where that shark is. Yeah. So, now I got a sardine on my end of my stick. So that's... I think you can do that from above water, like if you're on your raft, maybe you can stab down and get something, but I'm not sure. But these things are, I don't know what they are, but they confuse me. They look like they should be a thing. What are you doing, sardine? I will not be able to stab you because I suck. It said sardine. Yeah. Give me that. It has a durability. Those were sardines, but those do not look like sardines in my inventory. They look like, sometimes you can see bubbles, which means there's like, there's bubbles there, I think. I've not seen anything to do with the starfish. Where'd those bubbles go? Oh, it's a shark. Well, what the crap? I thought for sure I saw bubbles. 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 Yeah, I hear you, music. Jerk. Jerk music. Look at all those coconuts, man. Hey, you want some ground fish? They're pretty good. I don't know why, but I want that engine part. Your raft can also totally float away, which is why I wanted to like put it in the boat. But then I got stuck last time because I'm the worst. But just so that I didn't come back out and it was like floated away. Like that should stay. I hope. Yeah, I just put a whole engine in my pants, if you know what I'm saying. Just looking out here, I don't see any way to go below deck. Because like that hole's busted. Yeah, alright. We got the one thing that was there. Yeah, it was we opened the box. Sometimes there are wrecks like right off of shore that you just really can't see. But normally I thought the little like water bubbling somewhere would kind of tell you. I think it's just a piece of. I think the raft can also be used like if when weather is a thing. Really? I can't grab the raft in any possible way, shape. There we go. The raft can be used as a protection from the rain, like you flip it over, hide under it. Let's see. Look at this whole engine I just had in my pants. Yeah. Yeah, I can make a campfire out of it. Nope. 'Cause I know that the duct tape, I think it's used for like, which I don't know why you would put duct tape on an engine. That doesn't make any sense at all. It just melt. So yeah, like these islands are way farther than you think they are. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Paddle noise. It is loud. I don't know if I can change it. Its options are grayed out when you are in the game, which is an issue. But so let's like get right to the tip of this, okay? So here's our island. We are gonna go straight to that one in a straight line. So we should be able to just turn right back around if our boat doesn't sink and come back to this place. Right? And if our ship disappears, then it's game over. Which is totally something that happens. Uh-oh, we're getting like a storm or something out here. I don't like that. It's bad business. Don't like storms, but just keep the course, you know? We'll get there. Seem like buoys out here too. I don't know. I went through a whole storm. It was raining. I couldn't see like this. What the? Boat just like people winging. I didn't change my direction. I feel like the boat moves a little bit forward every time you, especially the raft. Like the raft, just like you paddle away from it, which doesn't make any sense. But this one you get trapped. This one you get trapped in it by the side, so you don't like fall off. But the raft was straight up just falling off while I was paddling, which is silly. There's the island right there. Did we go off track that far? I kind of don't feel like we did, but it is right there. Seems like a big turn though to get there. So we got a shipwreck right here. Because of the storm. I think our raft would like float away. I like to tether my junk all the time. I don't know. So I'm saying, like, once you kind of get to about like halfway in between, I think it randomizes, like, it randomizes where you are. Because we were, it's something. I don't know. That'd be terrible if you could pop it. So there's no way that there was this island close to the other island, so that island that was in front of us just straight up disappeared in the storm. Or we got turned around in the storm, is maybe how it wants to look at it. So our original home is probably 100% disappeared. But, like, look, we just survived because of how many coconuts are in that one tree. Yeah, we need some, but it's not the end of the world. So it's like, you know, give me these coconuts. Ah. Let's see, we got another wrecked trawler over there, so that's good. Sticks and sticks. There's probably a couple rocks, but that's for sure. Potato plant, so that's good. Sometimes those little wrecks have a toolbox in them. This one seems close enough to just go to, you know. Hopefully I can get onto it. Yeah. So it's got a below decks. That's cool. Because there's nothing up top, which is not cool. Alright, nothing there. I don't know what that is. Can't go in it, can't open it. It's just straight up nothing on this wreck. That's pretty cool. Can I get out the hole? Maybe? Please? Please, sir? Thank you. Nothing on top? Nope. Some sticks. Well, that was kind of a waste. I get really scared being in the water. I don't like it. Yeah, let's look at all these islands, and they look like they're, oh, that one's kind of close on that one, but they're really not. Like, as soon as you turn your angle or start going towards them, they straight up disappear. So we're just gonna, you know, get our stuff back up, and I don't know, try to go back to another place. So, if this was a world that made sense, so this is what we came on. There's a rock, by the way. And I did not see where we were heading that way, but then we turned this way, so realistically our island should be one of those. But, like, probably that one. Well, that way maybe we didn't see it from that side. Hence the compass being a good deal if you can get one, but we didn't get one. So yeah, I mean, just for experiments. Yeah, I would take in the rocks and stuff, but I don't give an F at the moment. Like, in a world, like I said, that made sense, our island is going to be one of those two islands because of the way we came here. But no, it totally won't be. See, there's bubbles there. Which means there's probably like a big wreck down on the bottom. There are air tanks that you can go stay underwater longer, but we didn't find any of that stuff. Don't storm on me again. That's not cool. I think this one just looks closer than the other one, right? But it still takes like 200 strokes to get there. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which I like the idea of having to, you know, go to a different zone to get more resources and stuff, if it actually allowed you to go and come back with any kind of thing that made sense. And how many times I've had my raft disappear? Like, there's like 5 sharks out here, by the way. Having my raft disappear so many times, it's not even funny. Like, just right out here, in the middle of nowhere, just all of a sudden my raft blips, then I'm in the water by myself. I just straight up exit the game, because that is not going to happen. I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. Did my boat just pop or something? That was a weird noise. Inappropriate use of noise. Yeah, but that sounded like a console opening where I've like booted stuff out of it, so like the drop down of the door opening. But normally in that type of spot is where my boat will disappear, and I'm like, well, I'm effed. I have never made it across in a crafted raft. It has always disappeared on me. I don't know. We don't have any big trees left on it, so that does somewhat look like it would make sense. I have come back to an island one time that was my own, but that could be. Alright, so yeah, it is. We totally made it back. Which doesn't make any sense. Yeah. That's cool. Now what? Just kind of beat the game. That's kind of it. I don't like going under the water too much. You know? But yeah, it looks good, and for what it is, like for being an alpha, it plays. It's just kind of like a big demo at the moment. Ah, and they're doing all kinds of stuff with feedback, yeah. Oh, okay. That saved my other world. I got a big step up with 4 area. But I had that wreck, which is like a 3-story trawler. That had like stuff on the roof, stuff in the cabin, stuff down below. I had this little wreck here, which had a loot case on it. I had this wreck right here, which is just a boat half, but it had a toolbox. I had like one other, is it down there? Yeah, it was on the ship right in front of me that was on the land. And it has a little lockbox on the end too. Yeah, so I wasn't able to make a big fire. And the stuff that I collected that was weird stuff was I've got like a bandage, I have multiple water bottles, multiple pocket knives, a couple of flare guns, a compass, a regular flare, duct tape in a bucket. I believe the flares, like, you can obviously shoot them in the air and stuff if something was passing over, but I don't, but it says they can like scare away stuff, so maybe you use them underwater to scare a shark away. You know? Because they do totally work underwater. And I think they're like infinite use. Which doesn't make any sense, but you know. Oh, it's magic! Oh, 4th of July! How could something miss that? I'm definitely getting saved now. Yeah, but they'll see. I'm gonna shoot him into my house like a dumb guy. Oh god. I light my fire with it, you know? I'm just like, hey, come on. No. Shoot through my house. Kicks. America! But yeah, I got super lucky in the raft department, or in the boats and stuff on this island. It had a couple potato plants and stuff. Like, I got a good stock of coconuts and stuff. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have any potato plants. I think I only have coconuts. And the compass is pretty cool. That's what I was saying, like, definitely you can find your way back. Be like, I'm going to this island, and it's due south. But yeah, didn't get any engine stuff like we found on our other one, so our island is, way different.